Diary, hello, we're at home in England in the study and we're looking at the exciting unboxing of the Asus vivobook 15 OLED. Now this is actually the model X1505ZA, which is a 15.6 inch full HD OLED laptop. As usual, the unboxing is only really part of it and I'm going to talk around the subject as I do the unboxing. So this package has come from Amazon, and the question we're trying to answer, apart from the unboxing, is how much do I need to spend on a cheap laptop which will be pretty damn fast and useful in the Windows world. Now this laptop comes in at about £500, and for reference, so I'm buying this for a charity, and they said to me, well, I said, the age-old question, how much are you going to spend? They sort of said as little as possible, and I said, well, okay, you can spend from, let's say, £200 or £300 up to £2,000. So we've settled on a £500 number. That's the Amazon external packaging. Inside is a smaller box, a little handle. So we've got, this is the Asus vivobook. Again, it's the X1505ZA. So it's got nice specs on the edge here, so we can have a little look. Just barcodes really, and yeah, part numbers, serial numbers, check numbers. Yeah, that's not telling us anything. What have we got here? We have got, yes, it's got an LCD, VRAM, CP. So I'm just checking the specs are as on the Amazon advert. Now, if you're an Amazon buyer, you'll know that sometimes Amazon does get it wrong. So it's always worth checking the specs on the thing that you have actually ordered against the Amazon item that you've purchased, because Amazon can and quite often does get it wrong. Even in the advertisement, you can see the headline specs may be different from the detailed specs as you scroll down. But this device appears to have a 15.6 inch screen, an OLED HD screen. It's got an Intel i5 12500H, so H is the higher power and high performance processor, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and a 1 terabyte PCI SSD. So to me, this should be one hell of a machine, and to remind you, it's at a price of under £600. It's just over £500, and you can see that we've got a sticker which has just run away from me. Now it's not very bright, to my mind. It's not a very bright OLED screen. It's 400 nits with 600 nits peak brightness. We've got a sticker. You can stick that somewhere. I know I'm going to stick it. I'm guessing the power supply. Is it nice and small? Yes, it is. Oh, how lovely, wonderfully small power supply is. The UK plug. And let's keep it in its wrap. Show it. There's some safety information in there. I'm sure there isn't going to tell me anything. In search of incredible. Secondly, in search of incredible, and a skimpy piece of paper. User guide and warranty card. And now what we've all been waiting for is the actual laptop itself. Wow. So I'm not expecting a metal body construction, but the top edge does feel it's metallic because it takes the heat from your hand quite quickly. This laptop has got, let's just check if it as in the description, it's got some reset buttons here. It's got USB type A, that large USB here, a rubberized base, and it's got two more USB type A's, a full-size HDMI, and USB-C, a power adapter from a barrel, so not USB-C. Look at that, the barrel power adapter, and a microphone. And presumably combined headphone output jack there. So all in all, it's a wonderfully thin and svelte package, let me compare it to something that cost over twice the price. So this is a MacBook, which of course has a higher build quality and is slightly thinner. And you can see that's a 13-inch MacBook and this is a 15-inch vivobook. So this is clearly very solid. This is clearly pretty solid. We're going to open the old girl up. Some stickers that will have to come off because I do hate all those stickers. It looks wonderful. It looks absolutely wonderful. So I'm going to power it up, I'm going to charge it, and then we're going to run it through some benchmarks and see how good it is. But my overall comment is, when you buy an Apple computer, people tell you, of course, that it's about the same price as a Windows computer. That's absolute tosh. This computer has significantly higher specs than this M2 based Apple computer. This M2 based, I'm talking CPU specs by the way, I would always recommend you go to something like, my favourite site is cpubenchmark.net, and they have a CPU mark. Now the M2 laptop here is benchmarking at 15,000 roughly, and this laptop with the i5H rated processor is benchmarking at 21,000. So that's faster than M3. So this Intel laptop with a Gen 12 processor, of course it will have a much higher power consumption than the power efficient Apple M series chips, but it's benchmarking at over 21,000. And so this should be a screamer of a machine. And don't forget, you're getting 16 gigs of memory and a 1 terabyte SSD, all for £500. So it's roughly a third the price of an equivalent Apple computer. This is just to give you a realization of the price differential between a performant Windows computer and a performant Apple computer. You aren't going to quite get the build quality, but goodness me, you're going to get the speed. So the next step is going to be a little bit of a test of the performance. Thanks for watching.